entrepreneur is also a lovely word. I just do what I do. I don't need a label for it. I don't know if you want to call me an entrepreneur, that's what you want to call me. But in my mind and my body and my spirit, I do what I do, whether it's for myself or for others. I didn't know there was a title for that. I'm not looking for the title. I don't need the label.
What motivates you right now in terms of, because you do, I know that you did a show, I've seen a number of the episodes of that show, and I know with your modeling, you've been a role model for a lot of people. What brings you the most joy?
Right now, what brings me the most joy is my daughter.
How old is she?
7 months tomorrow. And being the best mom that I can be. And yeah, that's my blessing. It's an incredible blessing. I've been blessed this year to have such an amazing girl. And
you're very close to your own mother too.
Yeah.
What advice do you have for young women starting out in the profession?
It's always great to have a solid foundation. It's always great to have family. You should never deter someone and saying don't do it, because they're going to do it anyway. And so you just have to be there for the ups and the downs, the falls and the victories, you know, and try and find your balance. Try and find what it is that you can contribute, and what it is that you can get from this, and what it is that you want to give back to this. It's, you know, it's a ping pong game.
You know, one of the things that's the term that gets put on you a lot, Naomi, is supermodel. It's a term that really, I don't recall being used prior to you and Linda Evangelista and Christy Turlington. What was it you think that made suddenly supermodel as a phenomenon come out when you were early on in your profession?
I try to think to myself, so many, I've been asked this question many times, Diane. I try to think, where did it come from? Did the song come out before the name, or did it come and the name come before the song? Because otherwise we could have created.
The name came before the song, I can tell you that.
Okay, so it wasn't RuPaul, even though I love RuPaul. Once again, it's a label. But you know what, I have, over the years, I would shun it, and I'd be like, I'm not that, I'm this, da-da-da. But the name's still around. We are, 4 of us, Linda, Christy, Cindy, and I, going to be speaking and sharing our legacies so far in a docuseries that we announced this year. So I'm not going to shun it anymore. I'm going to embrace it, but I'm a working model.
You are a working model, and at a time when a lot of people drop out of the profession, why do you decide to continue?
I cannot let down my culture. And one of the reasons why I have not stepped back and said, okay, is because of that reason. The fight's not over, or the challenge is not over. Because when I say fight, I mean the friendly way. Like when we went and spoke to designers and sent letters to designers and people in creative business that we're in, it was to have a conversation. It's always going to be in that way, in a civilized way. But, you know, some say yes and don't do anything. So till I really see that balance and equilibrium across the board, even in continents, not just models, across the board in creative globe, then I'm not gonna sit down.
I think one of the things that I enjoyed most seeing you do is your travel preparations, and you were somebody who was very aware of health and creating an environment for yourself that felt safe well before COVID. So do you feel like an inspiration for that? I mean, I think the wellness part, here you are, whatever elixir you're drinking at the moment. How do you think of beauty and health?
Well, Diane, so what do you call someone like me? Am I a germophobic person? I don't know. I would do this because I didn't feel comfortable. I mean, we're getting off and on planes, like 4 planes a week. I need to clean my area.
Well, self-preservation.
But the mask thing, it really did affect me in a positive way when I went to Asia. So, I have Chinese in my blood. My grandmother's Jamaican Chinese. And so when I got to Asia and to Japan and Hong Kong, and I was like, I really like this mask thing. I do. And I thought, I'm going to take a few of them for when I fly. Because when the planes land and everyone's coughing and sputtering and blah, blah, blah. But I was like, I haven't got time to get a cold. I got to get to my next gig.
Well, it's also considered polite.
I had to travel the globe a whole time more than my counterparts to make the same. So I didn't have time to get sick.
They were down to the final minutes here. And so I'd love to get some thoughts as to your takeaways, or even if you want to talk a bit about the impact that you want to have at this point in your career.
Again, I'm just blessed that I've worked with some really wonderful and creative people in my life so far, and my journey so far, I should say, has been extremely colorful. Some that are no longer with us, and some that are still with us. I'm blessed for that, and I'm blessed that I'm still able to work with these wonderful people. So I don't take anything for granted, nothing.
Great.
And that's really how I try to live my life. I try to stay in my day and live my day, speak my truth. Not everybody wants to hear it, I know. And I am someone that can hear the truth back.
Great. Great final thoughts. Thanks very much, Naomi Campbell.
In terms of staying in one's power, I think staying in one's power is staying true to oneself and saying what you need to say, but know that for me, I feel like when I step out now to do a job, I'm not stepping out for Naomi Campbell anymore. I'm stepping out for my culture.
Great. Thank you very much.
Diane, thank you so much. Thank
Thanks.
you.
Great.
Thank you.